What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, we do a lot of barber related content on this channel. We do unboxings, reviews, barber tutorials, vlogs, what have you. But today we're going to be diving into some clipper modifications. I got a package in the mail from Elite Clipper Mods. So we are going to be taking the TPOB Ghost X trimmer and we will be putting the Babyliss FX blade onto that. So if you're interested in some type of I really don't use modifications a lot, but I do love the Babyliss FX blade and I do have the Ghost X trimmer. So we're going to go ahead and make this work and see how it operates in the shop. So stay tuned and we'll get to it.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
All right, everybody. So we'll go ahead and get these mods out of this package here. Let's see what we got. So first off, there's the TPOB Ghost FX for your Babyliss. And then also we have the TPOB Demon to GTX blade, so the Andis. And then we have the TPOB Demon to FX. So this is from Elite Clipper Mods. So if you're not following them, like I said, go follow them on IG. I will put their IG down in the description box or somewhere in the video so you can see their handle and go check it out. So first off, what we're gonna do is go ahead and take off the Babyliss FX blade from our Skeleton FX trimmer. Then put this aside so we don't get them mixed up. Take off our other screw. And this should be easy peasy. But shout out to Elite Clipper Mods for sending this modification. And hopefully we can get in the shop today, put it to use and see what it's working like. So we'll put our Babyliss aside. We got our FX blade here. So we'll put this down. And the next thing we're gonna do is take off the blade off of our Ghost X trimmer. Make sure we set these screws aside so we don't get those mixed up either. And this should be a fairly easy process. I'm not, a huge modification type person. I like stock clippers and all that, but you can always branch out and try something new. So shout out to Elite Clipper Mods for sending this modification for me to try out. So we'll go ahead and put this blade aside because we aren't going to use this. And then we have our Babyliss blade here. We have our Ghost FX without the actual the blade on it, and we'll go ahead and open up our TPOB Ghost to FX, which is the mod we're doing today. Now shout out to everybody who's tapped into the channel. If you use modifications, let me know down in the comment section what you guys have modded specifically. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I might scan this QR code. Oh, for installation instructions, you scan the QR code. Isn't that handy? So we have our mod here. Let's go ahead and pull these pieces out here and the screws. And I think that I might be able to do this without actually getting instructions, so we'll find out. But shout out to them for including the instructions on a QR code. That's very convenient. All right, everybody, so this gold piece is gonna come off. We're gonna go ahead and take this part out with the spring, and then we're gonna put this black piece in place of where this gold piece is at, which is gonna fit our blade here. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we got this gold piece off, but we do need this spring here. So we have to pull this black piece out of this little area, this little harness. Then we're gonna go ahead and take off this actual spring here from this specific trimmer, this specific piece that was on the Ghost FX already. So we'll take this off, and then we'll go ahead and throw this onto this blade here. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and throw this on here and throw those screws in that were already with the actual trimmer. So we got these here, throw them in. So we got the first part of the mod done. Then we have the second part of the mod that we have to take the actual Babyliss portion off of this part. So you have to unscrew this, and then you can pull this off. And then we put the other piece of the mod on this end, on the stationary blade, and then we screw this back in here at the bottom. And then now all we have to do is zero gap it how close we want it, and then we'll throw in our screws here and here to get it to our desired preference. So I'm looking at this and I think that might do it right there. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw our screws in here to where we're gonna get it zero gapped. So that goes into a little screw hole there, and then we throw this in here on this back portion, and that goes into a screw hole there. We find our desired length, and I think that's about good right there. So we'll go ahead and screw that in. So we got it screwed in, we got it zero gapped. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on our Ghost X. So you can see here, our blade is gonna sit right on this portion, this piece right here. And then we'll go ahead and screw that in with our screws that we put aside earlier. So we'll throw these bad boys in here. And then screw this down, and we should be good to go. So here is the old pieces that were on the Ghost X trimmer. Put those aside. This is the old spring here. We didn't need to use that. This is the old cam follower for the Babyliss blade. And then this is our old Ghost FX trimmer blade. So let's put all this aside and check out a Ghost X. All right, everybody, once again, this was the TPOB Ghost X to the Babyliss FX blade that we took off our old Gold FX trimmer. This was from Elite Clipper Mods. So you can see here, that is their logo. But let's go ahead and do a sound test. I'll let you give it an overall look. So there it is. We replaced the gold piece that was up here with this black piece that came with the modification set, also with this piece here. So we had to take off the original Babyliss materials that were on there. We kept the screws, we kept the cutting blade, and we kept the stationary blade. Everything else was added, so this was added, and we used the actual spring from the Babyliss as well. So as you can see here, Gold FX onto the TPOB Ghost X. It's sitting in there nice. It is gapped fairly close. So the next thing we're going to do is see how this operates inside the shop. But before we do that, let's go ahead and throw it on and see what it sounds like. Very quiet. I will say it does sound a lot quieter than the actual Skeleton FX. So you can see there, the blade is on there properly. It is all good to go. So let's check it out and see how it operates in the shop. Eating through the hair right here. Look at that. What's good, everybody? So we are at the demonstration portion of this video. As you can see here, we're getting that front edge up and the vertical bars done on my client here, using the Ghost X by TPOB with the Gold FX, the Babyliss blade. Once again, shout out to Elite Clipper Mods for sending this. Like I said before, I don't really use modifications, but being able to put this Gold FX blade onto this trimmer was just a complete game changer. I love the shape of the Ghost X. It's very lightweight, and to have the power that well, not the power, but the precision that the Gold FX blade comes with, and being able to throw that on there is just top notch. So once again, if you're not following Elite Clipper Mods, go to IG and follow them on Instagram. If you're not following me on IG, go to IG and follow me at Jayblends _. I appreciate everybody for taking the time out of the day to watch this video. Unfortunately, I do not have a promo code for this company, but it is extremely affordable if you want to go ahead and go purchase this modification for yourself. But you can see here we're tackling this beard line. No irritation, doesn't bite. It just performed extremely well. Got to give it a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I'll let you guys know further down the line on how it operates a few months from now. But I appreciate everybody for clicking on this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, turn on your post notifications. Until next time, God bless.